All right. Well, this is Fandom United number two. We are going live. There is no intro music, no introduction montage video as of yet. But as you guys can see, I am here with the OGs of Apocalypse. I got Mr. Jacob Bartley and Mr. Keith Barnes. Bartley and Barnes, as they say in the dark corners of the web. And of course, we are here to talk about Spider Man, brand new day. It is a brand new day indeed, man, for this franchise, for the MCU, I feel like. And I'm just excited to talk about it. Jacob, Keith, how you guys feeling? You guys ready to rock and roll?
Absolutely. I don't know how my internet is, but
You're good right now, man.
It's good right now.
You're good, man.
It's better than mine. Way better.
Hey, this movie brought me out of podcasting retirement, so that's enough.
Yeah.
Or I'll say my podcasting break in life, not retirement.
Absolutely, man. I'm digging the shirt too. Can you
Yeah,
there
man.
it is, right there.
So
Hey, where'd you get that?
This is from Spencer's. So weirdly, there's a Spencer's in a shopping center in Elk Grove. Yeah, it's not at the mall. There's just a Spencer's like next. Yeah, it's next to a Target and a Bath and Body Works. It's so weird, and I go there sometimes because you don't find stuff like that anywhere else, right? But they have the T-shirt wall they have in the mall, and they have all the T-shirts that have that, and I recommend it. They got some bangers there. Like I got a bunch of superhero shirts. I got a bunch of Lil Wayne shirts there. Like they got cool stuff, and they have like a program where if you buy 3, you get the 4th free. So I've been doing that there, but I was gonna wear this to the Spider-Man premiere, but I didn't. I wore a Spider-Man shirt, but this is like the design from the new movie. So
Yes.
it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's clean, man. And I see you're growing out your hair a little bit, man. I haven't seen you in a while, so you got the Anakin Skywalker Revenge of the Sith thing going.
I am, man. This is the longest my hair's been since high school, maybe.
Wow.
When I grew it out and it was a little poofy. But yeah, man, I'm trying some new things out. I decided to, let it grow a little bit. I'm going for a Loki or a Bucky look eventually. We'll see.
Okay, yeah, the Loki look. Avengers, the first movie where it was all done and kind of out a little bit, and he had the trench coat before he took the dude's eye out. Yep. Keith, what's up, man? He's just smiling. He's that smile movie right now. He's going viral. He's being paid by the producers. Literally, that's it right there. Jacob, remember watching those baseball games live, and then you'd see, I don't know if you saw it, but there's people in the audience who were smiling and looking straight, and it's creepy. It was like a viral campaign.
Yeah, that was very smart of them.
Yeah, that was Keith right there. Keith, are you back? You with us?
Sorry.
Oh, good, man. He's just too excited to talk about Spider-Man. You're good. We got you.
That's probably how my internet would be. If I got lucky, there's no one home right now using the Wi-Fi. So.
Or the phone doesn't ring, and then your internet connection goes out like AOL back in the day. Keith, make sure you close all your tabs and all your windows, sir. Okay. All right. Well, until we get. All right, you there?
They're all closed. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, I don't know. This is I'm not happy. I'm not happy about this.
Oh man. So hey, you're still here. At least you can get kicked.
I'm ruining everything. I'm very.
Again, this is the free version of StreamYard. Okay, there ain't nothing fancy going on. Okay, we're older now, and we're just here to talk. Talk about the things we love. And speaking of that, let's get it started. We're going to talk spoilers for Spider-Man Brand New Day. So if you haven't seen it yet, I highly encourage you to go watch it. I think it's the best one of the Tom Holland movies. There's a hot take right there, right off the bat. But what I will say first is this movie for me like there was a lot of anticipation for Brand New Day. I mean, the trailers looked amazing. You got Punisher, you got Hulk, you got the Hand, you got this mysterious antagonist that a lot of people were speculating was Jean Grey, and it turns out they were correct. How about that reveal in the movie? Well, when that name popped up on the screen. But this movie, I enjoyed it so much. I love it. It did something for me that a movie hasn't done in a while. Keith, I'm sure you'll come back here in a moment, but Jacob, I'll talk to you right now, man.
Yeah.
Like after I got home from watching the movie, normally I go on YouTube and I start looking at some breakdowns or discussions or whatnot, see what the people are saying. I didn't do that. Didn't do that at all. I sat in silence in my living room and just relished the feeling that I had, the experience I just had of what I just watched. And we through all these movies, we've gotten to see Tom Holland's Peter Parker grow up in front of our eyes. And the movies are now in a sort of state of like they're mature themes, right? It's a lot more grown up compared to Homecoming, the first installment, which makes sense because it's a kid in high school, it's Spider-Man in the comics. But I sat there in silence and just thought about the movie that I just watched and how much I enjoyed it. Can't wait to go back and see it again. It was a lot of fun, some deep moments, some of the best camera work and action that I've seen since The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And say what you will about that movie, but those swinging sequences and just how Andrew Garfield moved as sort of a spider, because he's Spider-Man. A lot of fun, man, and I can't wait to go watch it again. Do you share any of the same, or how do you feel about the movie, man?
Yeah, man. All right, so context, if you can't tell from the poster, well, I'm not the only one with the Spider-Man poster in life, but I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, right? Like,
yes,
obviously, we've known this since our days back podcasting. Like, he's, overall, like, if you consider cartoons, comics, movies, overall, he's my favorite superhero. Like, in the MCU, Iron Man is my favorite character. But just overall, favorite superhero of all time is Spider-Man. So, like, I like to love almost every Spider-Man movie. Like, there's a few bad ones that have been made, but I still enjoy them. And Spider-Man No Way Home has been my favorite since it came out, and it still is. But like, the fact that I can say I don't have a huge argument against someone who wants to say that this is their favorite or the best one of these four that have been made. I have no problem with that, because this one, it really did. I think Brand New Day, other than being like a reference to the comic books, right? Brand New Day is a perfect title for this movie because it felt like both a continuation of the previous three and also it felt like the first movie in a trilogy as well. Like it did both of those. And that's hard to accomplish because the way they used MJ and Ned, and like how like you could have felt like they were forced into this movie because like you wanted to keep them, but the way they incorporated them was done so well. Like, it didn't feel forced to me, and it felt like he had to earn getting them back in his life, But regardless, I enjoyed it so much. I had a big smile on my face the whole time. I was breathing loud, like just couldn't wait for the next scene. Like, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? The crowd reactions were some of the best I've seen in a while. Like, I texted you guys, this is the most fun I've had in a theater since Superman came out, just because. But that Superman fun was like my internal fun. During the Spider-Man movie, like the whole crowd was going crazy. Like during the Jean Grey reaction, some of the fight scenes, there was a couple other pop moments where the fans were freaking out. When the movie started, everyone started cheering, like, and everyone clapped at the end. I had that same feeling of going back, maybe not quite as big, but back to those like Infinity War, Force Awakens days, like had a little bit of that flair to it. And while you were talking earlier, I looked up the box office. What?
What the fuck? Yeah, go ahead. What was it?
What the fuck? I had no idea. Like, obviously, I knew this was going to do great. 355 opening domestic? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
First of all, congratulations to everybody involved. Also, that's the second biggest opening of all time. What does that say about Spider-Man, about the state of superhero movies, about people going to the movie theaters? Like, that's incredible. I'm so happy that Spider-Man can still get it done for people.
Yeah, man, to your point, I think there's no debate now that Spider-Man is, without a doubt, the most popular comic book character, comic book property. Because for a while it was Batman and Spider-Man, but we've gotten two because Spider-Man No Way Home came out 2021, but like the Batman being delayed, and we'll see what happens there. But like Spider-Man's just, especially this franchise, since it's been in the MCU, this partnership between Sony and Marvel, it's just paid off so well, and it's taken the character on screen to newer heights. It's amazing, dude. And then I think the worldwide was 970 something billion, 973.
Bro. Is it going to make
973 million? Yeah.
It's going to make 2 billion, right? Like, you think so? Bro,
I think it'll be the highest grossing Spider-Man solo movie. Man, because No Way Home made what, 1.5? 1.4?
I think it made more than that.
Let me look right now.
Almost made 2. I think it made 1.9. I'm pretty sure No Way Home made 1.9.
You're right, 1.9. So you can only go up, right? 2 billion. Keith, what's up, man? What do you think? Welcome back.
Thank you. I just switched to my phone.
Looks better already.
Yeah. So, 1.9. I didn't know that. I thought I knew. No Way Home was. I knew it made $1 billion, but yeah, 1.9. That's wow. I did not know that.
So I was asking Gio, do you think this can make 2 because it's already made 970? So in a weekend,
probably between this and the Odyssey, which is just they're both. I mean, good lord.
Yeah,
we're gonna have $2 billion movies in one month.
A couple weeks of each other.
Yeah. So.
Makes you wonder about Doomsday, man.
I still haven't seen the Odyssey, by the way. I need to. Oh. I know it's.
I'm with you. I'm waiting for the 70 millimeter IMAX, and right now those showings are sold out. I'm not watching it.
I started work, and how am I going to fit a 3-hour movie? Like, it's just tough.
Sure,
but we'll see.
Man, listen. It's moved number 1 for the year right now for me so far. So
I'm sure. I can't wait.
So that means you didn't like Brand New Day.
Amado,
what's up, man?
Yeah, Rue, what's up, buddy? Hold on, I got echo. Sorry. Am I echoing at all?
No, you're not echoing. Imagine if those two produced a child, the most talented future actor ever. You're talking about Zendaya and Tom Holland, obviously, right? Just, I can't, like, real quick. Celebrity couples like Travis Kelce, whatever, okay. Justin Herbert, Madison Beer, okay, whatever. I don't mind seeing Tom Holland and Zendaya on my social feeds because they are just
I love them.
So perfect for each other, and the way that they interact, and just that natural progression of being co-workers, co-stars to friends. On-screen couple, real-life couple. Now they're married, and it's just that's a couple right there that I won't roll my eyes. I won't immediately swipe because their interactions are just the best. And we got to have another conversation about on-screen couples and where they rank on there with the Pepper Potts and the Tony Starks and the Bruce Banners and the Romanoffs and whoever else. But
if they ever become a couple again, which I don't know if they will.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, right? They did leave that out.
That is one thing that I appreciated. I like that they didn't just get back together right away. Like, that was one of my favorite moments when she was like, hey, I'm not her. I'm not the person with those memories. Like, because of that spell, I'm somebody else. But I'm sure we'll get into it. We still haven't got Keith's general thoughts on the movie.
Yeah, Keith, talk to us, man. Brand new day. How bad was it?
Little Caesars, regardless of Little Caesars.
Yeah, tell me about that real quick. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, no, I'll do it right now. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Ruined the movie. Completely ruined the movie. Couldn't get out of my head. No, I'm just kidding. No,
I don't blame you. It took me out of the movie for a second. It did.
It did take a second.
You guys are referring to Peter Parker eating Little Caesars in New York, right?
Like, nobody's eating Little Caesars in New York. Especially not if you're from there. If you're from Queens, you're not eating Little Caesars. Like,
and you can't say affordability. Yeah, you can't say affordability because they be selling pizza slices for 99 cents. They may not taste the best, but it's there. It's there.
Yeah, exactly. You can get a dollar slice and a soda for $1.50 max for both. But anyway, with that aside, that's about the only real thing that went wrong. No, I loved it. Loved it. I thought it was great. I think it's as good as Homecoming. You know, Jacob and I talked about the last one.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. Yeah, I keep wanting to say Far From Home. That's the Europe one. No Way Home, and I said that Homecoming was probably my favorite. I think it still is, but I think this one's about as good as Homecoming for me. I actually think it's way better than No Way Home. To be honest, you can tell it's made better. It's seems more organized. It's not nearly as gimmicky. That movie still works. I still enjoy it. I love No Way Home. It's very, very good. I watched it a couple months ago and still had a good time with it. But this is way better. It seems more tight. The story is more. Everything fits more. That one did. That was during COVID, and they had a hard time shooting that movie from hearing the behind the scenes stuff. This one, I love the action. The cameos are all great. It was really real. Like if you read any set of Spider-Man comics and other characters show up in it from now every so often, or they get drawn into whatever whatever it is he's doing to help him out. And this felt the most like it all fit more naturally than just gratuitous cameos just because. That's oh yeah, there's a reason for all these people to be here. I don't know, it worked. I really enjoyed this. Loved it. Loved performances. You could see the growth, honestly, the way Tom Holland has grown into this character.
Yeah.
The way Zendaya has grown into her character as MJ. John Bernthal's great. I loved it, man. I thought I really had a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing it again.
This movie is, and there have been other interactions before. Other MCU characters, Marvel characters showing up in other people's movies, whether it's in a featured role or a cameo. But this movie in particular, it gave me what I've been dying for since the mid 2010s with this universe, and that's characters who were meant to interact together, not just in a cameo or a glorified cameo, but in a prominent role. Yeah. Punisher and Spider-Man together worked so well. John Bernthal and Tom Holland, incredible chemistry that big bro, little bro kind of banter back and forth,
I
talking
guess they're
about
friends in real life. Like really good friends.
yeah,
I heard. Yeah.
yeah. I found out that I read somewhere that they actually shot each other's auditions for
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man and for Punisher, and I'm like, wow, what a revelation! I didn't know. But those two together, like some of the better laughs of the movie, so fun. From the moment Spider-Man lands on Punisher's van and thinks that his web is just going to stop Punisher's gun. First off, he gets rid of it. Punisher pulls up another one
He's got
and
another
then
one right
just
away.
blasts him. And then Peter returns the favor by kicking through the windshield without like seriously hurting Punisher. And it's just throughout the movie, the Staten Island back and forth, seeing it from MJ's perception, of how these two are together, and then just the whole entire way, the character interactions. I'm like, yes, thank you. I love these solo movies and this and that, but like, this is Marvel. This is the MCU right here. We're at a point now, and again, it's happened in the past, but like, this is where it felt like it was the most fun, the most rewarding, and man, I can't wait to see what else this franchise gives us in the next one. I mean, we got to see Kingpin and Daredevil, right? And other characters, but it was awesome.
Daredevil, I thought, I thought for sure he'd be in this movie.
Oh yeah, the
I really
hand,
thought
right?
that.
Yeah.
I thought that
think-
was that prison thing. I thought he was breaking him out of prison. That was my prediction.
That would have been cool. We did see the mayor
trailers.
from Daredevil, or the new mayor now, the
Mhm.
character
Yeah.
who was under Fisk, and now she's the mayor. She gave him the
She was
key.
there. She was the deputy mayor, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
you literally fought
yeah.
the hand too. But I think they're approaching this like a new trilogy. I think how Punisher was like the featured, not sidekick, but you know what I mean, like the side character in this role. I think Daredevil will be in either the next one or the one after that, because technically, he already knows Matt Murdock. He's the lawyer who helped him. So like it's not a far fetch to have them interact, and it makes sense that he wasn't there if he was incarcerated, right? So, but
Which
Yeah, but-
which
I
Go
thought
ahead,
they
Keith,
said
go ahead.
in. Oh, sorry. Just I'll say they flash back. I mean, they showed what he's been doing for the past 4 years, and that he fought the hand. So
True.
I figured maybe you showed him and Daredevil fighting.
that's where it should have been in that
Yeah.
montage. Yeah, like a little fight,
But,
a little
I mean,
banter or something.
Yeah.
I could see that. But man, this movie, I know it's been said before, but this movie, I felt like I was playing the Spider-Man games from the late 90s and the early 2000s. That's how I felt watching this movie.
yes,
Swinging through the city, which swinging through the city is maybe my favorite thing to watch Spider-Man do, honestly.
yeah,
Swinging through the city, fighting just regular criminals, hopping on top of rooftops, just beating up a couple guys real quick, jumping, swinging, fighting a big boss every now and then.
Tombstone,
Yeah, like it was like my childhood brought to life when it comes to Spider-Man. Yep, yeah, it felt.
I just got this earlier this year. I just finished it a couple months ago. Almost at 100%, by the way. So much of this movie, I could see the influence had to come from these games because it felt there's a lot of shots that looked exactly like.
Well, even Tom Holland mentioned that in the interview that it was the finishing moves, right? Which you see what he does with the webs to the hand and how he fights Scorpion. Especially when he kind of loses it, right? And I noticed too, he did that same move that he did to William Dafoe's Goblin in the apartment, where he goes up, he shoots his webs to the ground, and then he pulls himself and kicks him in to the core of the earth. And I'm just like, man, dude. But how about that subplot right there, where they call it the arachnid DNA, right? Where it begins to take over. At one point I'm like, symbiote. Maybe they're planting the eggs for that. Because does he have it under entirely control by the end of the movie? It seems to suggest so, but then you throw in another entity or whatever you want to call the symbiote there, and who knows what happens at that point. But how'd you guys feel about that side plot right there?
About his DNA evolving and all that?
Yeah, and how that played out.
Oh, I thought it was crucial to the movie. Like, first of all, I felt for the first time that Spider-Man was dangerous, like in this movie, for this Tom Holland Spider-Man. I felt like he was dangerous. Like when his eyes went all black, and then I think he smashed Scorpion against the cop car and all that, and
injured the cop.
I was like my jaw on the floor, because it's like we never really seen him make a mistake like that, where he's, unless I'm forgetting something, where he's like lost control and hurt an innocent.
Not Tom Holland.
Yeah, not Tom Holland's. Yeah, and hey, it kind of might be a reference to Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, who said he started to lose control and not hold back his punches. So
good call.
Yeah, and then to tie right into that, what does he say? He said Peter too had these organic webbings and all that.
Cool.
The organic webbing was interesting to me. Like, I'm a little surprised they went to do that, because like that wasn't something that was introduced until the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess it was in the James Cameron script before that, but organic webbing is interesting. But I like it. Like it led to him making the inhibitor that's probably going to end up being the X-Men, the mutant collar for the X-Men. Like,
good call.
Like in the MCU, I mean, building off of Bruce Banner's original ideas, he's the one who creates the power inhibitor. Like that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's definitely gonna be a thing.
Yeah, that's something that's just like that's gonna be a huge thing going forward, I think.
So
there was a story where.
Go ahead, Keith.
Sorry, I think I'm slightly. I'm like a couple second delay. Sorry. But now I don't know what the name of the story is. There is one where he kind of does turn into a weird spider creature.
Man spider?
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Well, I only know that from the '90s cartoon.
It's kind of I think that's based on that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, or he kind of gives birth or some kind of a weird spider pod thing. Births him.
Are you talking about the Kraven the Last Hunt?
Is that what it is? It's one of those. Yeah, I don't know. It's
okay.
There is that animated one where, and then there's it's one or both of those. But where he does develop all the natural spider DNA weird power stuff. And, you're right about the natural like webs coming on his hands. I remember watching the Raimi ones and thinking that was weird. Like, I just thought, ew. I was like, what? How does he have spider fluid in his hands that are coming out? Like, I don't know. I didn't like that at the time.
No,
but
I'm with you.
It makes more sense if you think about it. If he has spider DNA in his body, it would happen.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's one thing that the Andrew Garfield movies don't get enough credit for, is that they made the web shooters and everything, from the bad guys, the villains, their weapons and all that stuff. They made it all incorporated through Oscorp, right? And that was, sort of the seeds for the Sinister Six. I feel like Brand New Day did a great job, because they made it an evolution of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, right? Not just for Peter Parker and him getting past the life that didn't exist anymore, but also where his powers, as they evolve, and we'll talk about evolution and mutants and stuff, but like where that goes and how they made the organic webs a part of that and made it logical sense, at least for me, knowing that a whole generation grew up on Spider-Man with organic webs, at least live action, and for this Peter Parker to get to that point.
Yeah, and they already introduced it in No Way Home for those people who didn't grow up with those Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
So like, it didn't come out of nowhere. But yeah, that's
right.
I mean, that I know Spider-Man's not a mutant, but like it led. This movie talked a lot about DNA and mutating DNA and all of that stuff. And then, what do you know? Jean Grey is the not villain, but antagonist of this movie. I would say
anti-hero, kind of. She does some. Yeah. How do you guys feel about that? Take it away. Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. The reveal, where they put the Jean Grey character. Like, what are you guys' thoughts about all that?
I'm hearing a lot of people. I've only listened to one other. I don't usually do this, but I listened to one other review before we talked about it, and it's from the Weekly Planet, and I got a question from a listener about: do you think they should have revealed who she was sooner, like in the marketing and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Because like in my theater, I heard you mention, the reaction in your theater when she there was a smattering in my theater, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like a whole big thing. I think the reason is because most people just guessed correctly,
assumed that it was her. Yeah,
she's Jean Grey. Yeah, like when she was first cast, I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, she's gonna be Gwen Stacy." It didn't even occur to me Jean Grey until the first trailer came out, and I saw a comment that said that I don't know, she's definitely Jean Grey. I was like, "Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, she probably is Jean Grey."
Especially with the body jumping and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what people were saying. So it just wasn't a huge surprise. I know a lot of people think they should have withheld the Hulk being in the movie, especially big, like regular Savage Hulk. That actually surprised me. I wasn't expecting that at all. But no, as far as so Sadie thinks she's great, Jean Grey. It seems like they're gonna. I don't know when. It still might be a few years before we see like an X-Men movie, like whatever they're gonna do. I don't know how long. I don't know. Gio, maybe you know more than I do.
I mean, they're working on it, right? It's the Thunderbolts director.
They got the director according to Deadline. Well, we'll get there, but like Samara Weaving as Emma Frost.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Now you got Sadie Sink as Jean Grey.
But Emma Frost, I think she's a little older. Like,
yes,
she's so. I would imagine. I don't know. Sadie Sink is. I don't know how old she is. Was she like 22 or something? 23? I'm sure. Probably.
Yeah, early 20s.
I would imagine this. I don't know. Did they say how old? We don't know how old this Jean Grey is supposed to be.
Like 17, I think, or something like that. I only say that because there's a lot of people online saying that or shipping Jean Grey and Peter Parker, but the people in the comments are like, you guys are like sick because Peter is like in his early to mid 20s and she's like 17. And it's just like, just like, okay.
I don't know if they say her age in the thing, but Punisher calls her a teenager at some point in the movie, but I don't remember. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was in the documents. They showed her birthday or something. I don't.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure, but no, I never felt that shipping them because if you think about it, he's like pushing like 25 or 26. I don't know the exact timeline, but like there was 4 years since No Way Home.
Well, if they're graduating college, I would imagine maybe like 22.
Oh, fair. Yeah. Either way.
21, 22.
No, still I just look at it as a friendship, but no, I mean, all right, so Sadie Sink is a good casting. I mean, it's always like, a redhead, they're going to be Jean Grey or Mary Jane, like who, like it's always, that's what always ends up happening. And she's good. Like for me, like I like her in Stranger Things, but for me, the thing that made me really believe in her as an actress is The Whale. If you guys have seen that, Where she played.
Oh, she's the daughter, isn't she?
So that's the movie that Brendan Fraser won his Oscar for. She plays his daughter.
That would be.
And she is great in that. So like, I'm excited to see because a lot of this movie, we don't see her, like the first half of the movie, you don't see her at all, right? And then you finally so I don't feel like we didn't get that much of her, but I'm optimistic about her as Jean Grey going forward. I think that she's a great casting to like help be one of the anchors of the X-Men franchise whenever they get that rolling. But yeah, I just couldn't believe that they had her in such a prominent role, especially like we're about to get a bunch of X-Men in Doomsday, right? And it's like, isn't Famke Janssen gonna be in that? Wasn't she confirmed?
Or she claims that she hasn't gotten.
She keeps saying no. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I think
but I think it's heavily speculated, right?
She gonna be in there.
Yeah. And like, it's crazy to me, like, casual fans who don't watch the movies or regularly or whatever, they don't know how powerful this character ends up becoming, right? So like that's also a big deal. Like they just introduced a heavy hitter into the MCU as well. Like so yeah, I thought that was really well done. They basically covered their bases. They gave a great character for a Spider-Man movie and then also set up the X-Men mutant stuff going forward. So I thought it was done well.
Yeah, for sure.
I say what won me over for her being the Jean Grey, a big part of the X-Men going forward, the mutant saga, was from the time where she was held captive, and the DODC began doing experimentations on her, and when she realized that her sister's last words, VMAX, was just what she saw, and how about that revelation? But seeing the character go to another level and just unleashing more of her powers and getting a better sense of just how dangerous she is, I thought she played that whole entire scene beautifully. And then to add on top of that sequence where she's inside Peter's mind and she's having that conversation with Aunt May, and then just the facial expressions, the drama that she's portraying, I'm just like, man, this is some heavy stuff right there. To cap it off with Peter Parker and her, like creating a friendship, you'll have me. And I'm just like, first off, again, character interactions, what I've always wanted to see in the MCU. Freaking Jean Grey and Peter Parker are in the same scene together, which I thought we wouldn't see anytime soon. An X-Men character and Spider-Man. I cannot wait until Spider-Man goes to the X-Mansion where we all think Jean is heading at the end of the movie. She's on a bus somewhere. Where's she going to go? I think upstate New York, right? Although shot with the trees, but like,
I was waiting for a wheelchair to roll up. Maybe
too soon.
I don't show who it was.
Too soon. Yeah. Maybe Secret Wars, which we'll get into at the end, because I think there's huge, especially that post-credit sequence. But man, Jacob, you talked about earlier, man, all these Easter eggs and dropping and hints, foreshadowing and all this kind of stuff. It's like, it's really heavy, but despite all that, they still managed to tell a good story and to give us, in my opinion, a great movie. Man, she was incredible. I can't wait to see more. I'm a big fan of Sadie Sink as Jean Grey now. Bring it.
I think you're right, Gio. That scene where she's discovering like what happened to her sister and the flashbacks, and then that whole scene was great. And that was like the highlight of the movie when it comes to her in it. And just how you were excited about just having Spider-Man and Jean Grey, I was having a geek out moment during the Punisher, Hulk, Spider-Man fight.
Yes.
And with Jean Grey jumping from Hulk to Punisher, that whole scene, I was geeking out. I was like, because I didn't know for sure that was Jean Grey. Well, we found out at that point, but going into the movie, before it, I didn't know that Jean Grey was going to be in it for sure, right? Heavily speculated.
Yeah.
So like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait a minute, you're telling me right now I have Spider-Man and Punisher fighting the Hulk, who's possessed by Jean Grey. I'm like, what? I never thought I would see that on screen. Like, and the fact that we did, that is so cool. Like, especially because like that Punisher is so R-rated. Like, I never thought they would put him in such a prominent role with this Spider-Man, but they did, and they made it work. And like, he doesn't have to be spilling blood and cursing every 5 minutes, like, for him to be effective. So I geeked out. I haven't had a geek out moment like that in a while. Like that was so much fun.
The Punisher was the MVP of that entire sequence, man. His facial expressions when he realizes he's no match for the Hulk, he turns around and he goes, "Oh shit!" And then like Hulk's charging at him. That slow motion sequence where Spidey's dragging him and he's on the floor shooting at Hulk, and I'm just like, man, that's some insane. Again, the camera work, the creativity. Dustin Daniel Cretton, who we haven't mentioned yet, like this guy, Marvel needs to like lock this guy down for like 5 or 6 more pictures.
He also did Wonder Man, which was really good.
I haven't seen Wonder Man yet. I can't wait. Now it's so must see now. But man, what an incredible job he did, and bringing in Jackie Chan's stunt team for the hand sequence, with the fighting at the end. Man, it's just like, yeah, I can see it now. You're bringing in some like martial arts swordsman, hidden dragon type of shit in there, and I'm just like, this is crazy, man. Like we're getting.
What did Spider-Man say when he was watching them fight? He's like, "Whoa, that is so cool!"
Shoot, man. Yeah, no, he was. Yeah, you're right, man. I don't know, dude. Like, I need to watch it again. But that sequence of him fighting the hand when he goes into full arachnid, mode and Spider-Man mode, that might be up there with Batman fighting in the warehouse. I gotta watch it again. But I just like, man, because at that point I'm like, I'm having fun, but I'm also tired too. Because like there's been so much leading up to this moment. I think once I watch it again and I see that sequence and how it plays out even more with the second watch, or I might put it up there. I don't know. And you guys know how I feel about that scene.
Sure. No, I think that was. I was watching that a few days ago. I watch that all the time. I love that. I love that Batman scene.
Man.
Let me loop back to the Punisher really quick, because this is the Punisher. This is the version of the Punisher I want to see. I didn't love that Punisher.
Last kill. One last kill.
I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was very violent and very like, yeah. I just felt like it was a bunch of stuff we had seen already from both seasons of the Punisher and in Daredevil. So it was well done. The action was very good. Of course, it's super violent. But see, the thing about the Punisher, he's not as and look, this is this version of the Punisher, right? And I get it, I understand, but he's not as tortured as what we've seen from John Bernthal. Like the Punisher, he loves this stuff. He loves getting out there, shooting his guns at some bad guys, and getting into the stuff. Like he loves it. And we got I felt like in this movie, we got more of that guy. Mm-hmm. Like he wants to get into the mix and do some stuff. And I love, this is the best. I've enjoyed both seasons of the TV series, and I thought he was great in Daredevil, obviously. Anytime we've seen him, he's been very good. This is the best we've seen of this version of Punisher, in my opinion. I loved him in this movie. He's in it way more than we thought, as you mentioned, Gio.
And he's having a lot of fun too.
Yeah, no,
he's having a lot of fun. Yeah,
you can tell. And like you say, you talked about the chemistry between the two actors. Like yeah, if we can get more of them working together, that would be for the better, because that was really great.
I wouldn't be
Agreed.
surprised if Tom Holland pushed for him for that, to bring Punisher in and have him be such a big role, because it did.
So
work.
John Booth.
Yeah.
And for
John
me,
Booth,
like,
what's
this was Punisher, John Bernthal's Punisher on the main stage for the first time, and it worked. It worked.
Well, yeah. Well, let me tell you, they have a. I know neither of you has. You guys got to see the Odyssey, man, because the two of them, they have a
They're
great
both in that.
section together in the Odyssey. It's
Okay.
one of the.
I forgot about this part, man. Well,
yeah.
He puts on the Spider-Man costume, and well, first Peter Parker's like, "Are you crying?" He's like, "No."
Yeah.
That was
But
a
then he
great
puts on the
whole thing.
yeah. Agreed, Jacob.
But listen, just him bringing that side of Frank Castle out of him, like we haven't really seen that. You know.
Yeah.
He's always at odds with Matt Murdock or whoever else. I don't know, Karen Page or whatever. But yeah, this he brought out the kind of a slightly lighter side of Frank Castle that we haven't seen yet. So. But they have some great scenes together in the Odyssey, and you could tell that carried right over into this. I don't know which one they did first, but yeah, their scenes in that are really great as well together.
I can't wait to see that. Yeah.
I think the cherry on top, in regard to like, because now it's like I'm having a serious conversation with myself about like, for the longest time, Toby is GOAT. Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man, in my opinion. But now it's like, I think there's a serious conversation, if it's not already confirmed, that Tom Holland, maybe it's because he just had more opportunity. Maybe he's a beneficiary of the Sony Marvel partnership. He made it to 4. His character arc.
4th Spider-Man.
His character arc, I mean, we'll see how the rest of this trilogy plays out, but man, there's a conversation now about Tom Holland. At least there's a conversation that I'm willing to entertain. I'm not going to speak for everyone, about Tom Holland might be the best of both worlds. And the cherry on top was that moment at the end with the little kid doing the Spider-Man thing, the web, and he does it right back. Because in that moment, you're smiling, you're laughing, but then you see that and you're just like, man, the entire city, not that they weren't behind him before, but this is different now. And the journey that we just saw the Peter Parker, Tom Holland's Peter Parker, go through of letting go and embracing that new future where maybe there isn't an MJ romance. He does, as we find out, get his maybe I'm not gonna say he does, but maybe gets his best friend back in Ned with that little teaser at the end. But at that moment right there with the kid, I'm just like, man, as if this movie couldn't do more for us, especially, you know, for you, Jacob. I don't speak for you, but you being a very big Spider-Man fan, but just like, man, those moments like that, it's just, it brought me back to like just how meaningful the character is and how we didn't get enough of those moments in the previous movies, in my opinion. We got some of it, but not to this level.
No, I will say, now that you brought this up, like, all right, I can't decide who my favorite Spider-Man is. Like, they're all so different, like, and I like the different things that they do, but I will say that this is my favorite performance of Tom Holland as Spider-Man and Peter Parker in this movie. Like, I was telling my girlfriend that, like, this was the best, the most I've liked Tom Holland as Spider-Man in the role. Like, he, for multiple reasons, like, he was so vulnerable. He, like, half the movie, he's just struggling and depressed and sad and, like, just yearning for connection and friendship, and he's just alone the whole time. Like, I felt that. And then also just, like, how earnest he is. And I really, like, in the previous movies, it felt kind of like just, but it like I kind of felt like they were forcing him being so like happy-go-lucky, earnest guy in the first three, but in this one, I felt like it felt genuine, and so like, and a lot of that came from how much he just wanted his friends back, how much he just wanted to be friends with Ned again, to be, whether having MJ back as a friend or a girlfriend, like whatever, however that ends up working out, at least he's back in his life in some capacity. And to me, that all came out in the scene when went back to Ned's apartment and he was wearing the mask and building the Lego set with him and quoting Lord of the Rings, and like, I was like,
yeah,
this movie gave him the best argument for me that he could be in the conversation for being the best Spider-Man, right? It's like,
yeah.
So I really, really enjoyed his performance a lot in this.
Keith, there's some activity happening with your microphone. That's why I keep muting it. I don't know if you're still connected to.
That's weird.
Okay, you had two squares on StreamYard, so I just kicked the one out that lost reception. So I think that fixed it. But let me unmute you. Oh, your microphone's not connected.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Okay, there you go. Look at you. Christopher Nolan would be proud right now.
That was weird. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what happened. But what were we talking about?
Oh, just Jacob and revisiting his thoughts on Tom Holland's Peter Parker and his sort of arc.
Yeah.
And how, Jacob, I don't want to misquote you, but you said like there may be a conversation now of him being the best Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was just saying that this was my favorite performance of his as Spider-Man just throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Overall, I just love how vulnerable and how earnest he came across.
I usually don't love. I would agree with you. Usually, I've gotten tired of sad Spider-Man over all these movies. But because they literally this is what 1, 2, 3, 5. It was the 9th movie. They all have had sad Spider-Man in them. Like, I think Homecoming probably has the least sad Spider-Man. Probably.
I was gonna say Homecoming. He's not really sad. Yeah, but
yeah.
But in Far From Home, he had lost Tony, right? He had just lost Tony Stark, so he was sad in that. Yeah,
he's still sad. Yeah.
Well, Homecoming, I think. Well, I don't know if you can classify this as sad, but there's that moment where he's beneath the wreckage and he's screaming for help, and like nobody. I think you can call that sad. Maybe that's just a state of panic more than sadness.
Yeah, I love.
But it was good for his character. Yeah.
It's like he's like, come on, Spider-Man. I really like that scene.
That's a great. I always, whenever I'm like having trouble one day, I'm like, come on, Spider-Man. Like I'd say that to myself to get through it sometimes.
Sure. No, yeah.
See, these movies inspire us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, guys, we did not bring up the post-credit scene. So Ned develops this clever little spider tracker, and it says Spider-Man location found, and then it zooms out and it's off-world and it says new location found. There's two theories going on right now. They're not gonna say they're spoilers or confirmed because they're just theories. One is Tom Holland's Spider-Man gets teleported to Battle World.
Mm-hmm.
The second is it's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And he, rumored appearance, he is summoned by Loki when things go bad as a part of Loki's Avengers team to fight. Do you guys buy into any of those rumors, theories, or do you have something else in mind about what you think that could be the post credit?
I touched on this briefly last week when you and I talked, Gio. Because I did read a little bit of that leaked thing. So
What?
I read
Feels
a
good,
little bit
doesn't
of
it?
it. I read, but I'm gonna a little bit. Yeah. Usually I don't do that, but I was like, I want to see what they think of, and I want to compare it to what actually happens. I'm gonna go with Tobey Maguire. I'm not gonna say why, but based on what I read, I think it might be Tobey Maguire. But that first, the Tom Holland getting transported, whatever, that makes total sense. It could absolutely be that.
Oh, 'cause we don't see him at all during this. I don't even think he's confirmed. We didn't see his name on the chairs,
Or,
right? I don't think so.
No,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
well, as far as we know, he's not in Doomsday.
Okay. Jacob? Thoughts?
Okay, so I haven't read whatever you guys read, so I don't know, but I do know in Secret Wars there's like a ship of random variants that like and I'm talking about the comic, one of the I don't know if it's the original one or the newer one, but like there's like a separate ship of random variants of different characters who like come together and they're like the last hope or something. And it's like, I can see one of the Spider-Men, and like everyone's always speculating Tobey Maguire, which makes sense because he's the original and like he's running out of time to play Spider-Man more so than Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland, right? So like you could bring Andrew Garfield back to play Spider-Man in 5 years if you want to still, right? But maybe not Tobey Maguire. So it makes sense. Like if you're gonna have a Spider-Man who's not Tom Holland in Doomsday or Secret Wars, that it would be Tobey Maguire. But hey, who's to say it's not Andrew Garfield's? Like what? Other than that, why not? But in that scene where like you see the tracker, it when the one Spider-Man lifts and goes to like in space, the other one is still there, right? If I'm not mistaken. So like the Spidey tracker lifts up, and then the one who's on Earth stays there, and then another one moves to another part in space. So like to me, that says it's one of the other Spider-Man, and then it goes Spider-Man will return, but maybe not Tom Holland Spider-Man. So, but like also,
I heard they're both in it. I heard Maguire and Garfield were both in Secret Wars.
Which cool. I mean, isn't everybody's going to be in Secret Wars, right? It has to be like so. But also, we have to see Tom Holland at some point. We have to see Tom Holland interact with Doctor Doom, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be in Doomsday, but it has to be in Doomsday or Secret Wars.
But he has to see his face.
Yep.
And they have to have that moment. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So like,
and they know that. So yeah.
So like, it's not like there's no way. Hey, we don't see Tom Holland again until after Secret Wars. There's no way to me. So like, that Spidey tracker thing could be Tobey Maguire, but then there's also going to be a Tom Holland storyline there somewhere.
Yeah.
John Booz, Spider Tracker is picking up hits from a variant version of Spider Tracker on Other Earth. Evil Ned confirmed. Okay.
Hobgoblin. I heard people say that.
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin with Doctor Strange powers.
Maybe.
Well, I will say this: there is a thing in this game where you have to connect these little spider bots. These little spider bots. It's like one of those little secret side mission things. You got to go around the city collecting these little spider bots. But one of the things is that his friend Genki, who is the character that Ned is based on, his friend in this is like these things. Him and someone else, I can't remember who else, was like, I don't think these are from this world. Like they're not made of anything from this world or something like that. I don't know. They realize they're all like interdimensional and they're from another universe. And once you collect them all, and I want to spoil this part of this game, actually a portal opens up and it's I think this more is connected to Spider-Verse rather than these live action movies. But there is a connection with this game and in the Spider-Verse movies. So I don't know. It could be that type of thing going on.
We see that Spider-Man in the background of Across the Spider-Verse, right?
Yeah.
Don't we?
Yep.
So like they already connected it in the movie.
Yep. And
Man,
so
I
yeah,
wanna
and
know. I
there
just
is
have to look it up.
a scene there's a mention of Miguel O'Hara from the Cross Spider-Verse in this game. So
Okay.
that's what happens when you collect them all. And there's a character that shows up. And it's like, hey, if you see Miguel, tell him I said such and such and such. So, but anyway,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
so yeah, fun little thing that could be doing in this one. I don't know.
It's exciting times, man. This franchise has never been higher. I mean, financially, we all think it'll get close to or catch up, maybe pass No
I
Way
still can't
Home, maybe.
Keith, you had left when I looked up the box office. I had no idea, and I was so shocked. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
It was
Like-
1.9. I didn't know that. I knew it was $1 billion. I didn't know it was like, I thought it was like 1.2 or something, which is obviously still a lot, but
Oh, for
nearly
No Way
$2
Home.
billion. That's
Yeah, but even this movie, I can't believe this one has already made 917 or
yeah,
something
that's insane.
in a weekend.
Sounds like what 300? I heard 300 domestic, 300 something.
344.
Gee, that's like Infinity War. That's Infinity War numbers, man, for Spider-Man.
I did not see that coming.
Wow. Yeah.
What is Doomsday?
Yeah, there you go.
movie?
I don't know. Yeah, I started to say this might be bigger than that because that's going to be competing with Dune 3.
That's a good point.
So I don't know.
It could make
I
more
don't know,
long
man. It's
term,
Christmas.
but not as big as opening weekend.
Yeah. So I think I heard too, and I mentioned this. I texted this to you guys. I don't know. I thought I saw a fifth one is in the works, or I thought I saw that Amy Pascal maybe said that. I might
A
be
fifth
wrong.
what?
I don't know.
A fifth Spider-Man?
Fifth Spider-Man.
Oh, they're
Go
making
for, Tom
5,
Holland.
6, 7.
I think
Yeah.
they nine Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. Honestly,
And he mentioned something about. I think he's.
Shepherding in the Miles Morales.
Yeah. He had an idea for that, or how to do that, or how to bring in Miles Morales in live action, or something like that. So,
Hey, Keith, put up that video game cover again.
hey,
That's your
That's it.
poster for Spider-Man
That's
7
it.
right there.
Hell yeah.
That's your poster
Yep.
for Spider-Man 7. You're going to have the two of them. Yeah, or maybe 8. Spider-Man 7, 8,
Yeah.
maybe 9. We'll see.
Yeah.
One of those is going to be a duo.
Yep.
Yeah. Mind-blowing.
Yeah. And the way this game, and they're fully working together. Like they're both Spider-Man in New York at the same time. Like I don't want to spoil, but yeah, they're both Spider-Man.
No Way
Yeah, so
Home
it's-
proved that is possible. Audiences will not be confused. They're going to embrace that, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
They just need to finish the Spider-Verse movies, which, they should by next year or the year after. Not that there's any rush.
that is so
You know,
weird that they delayed that.
Yeah.
Animated movie. Let's go.
Yeah, speaking of delays. All right. Before we call it on the stream right here, I'm going to do something fun. This is going to be a 5-minute exercise since I have both Keith and Jacob here. We're going to do rapid fire. Rapid fire. This is an idea I had back in the Apocalypse days. I think we tried it out once or twice, but basically I'm gonna bring up a news topic, something that happened in the movie world, and in this case, a lot of the MCU stuff. And I want you guys to give 2 to 3 sentences reaction, or you could say one word if you want to, whatever it is, just your rapid fire reaction. Okay. So this could be cool or this could be messy. We'll see. But the first rapid fire we're going to do is David Johnson is T'Challa Jr. in Black Panther 3. Let's start off with Jacob.
Absolutely love it. Just the casting itself and that they are casting an older T'Challa. Like, yeah, even though it's the son, he's T'Challa.
Exactly.
Keith?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. As soon as I saw it, 'cause everybody was saying it was going to be Snowfall. Forgot his name. Snowfall F1. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name, but Damson
He's
Idris.
good,
Damson
he's good.
Idris.
Damson Idris, yeah.
Which would have worked, but Dave. As soon as I saw that, That didn't even occur to me. Oh yeah, David John, perfect. Yeah, I love him. He's great in Alien Romulus.
Romulus and the Long Walk.
And in the Long Walk, excellent in that. But yeah, so good casting. I can't wait to see that. I'm very happy. I kind of wish they would have. That doesn't matter. Good, they did it. I'm glad.
I love the internet. There were those speculation. He's dating Michael B. Jordan's ex, and that's why Ryan Coogler said, "No, you don't have a dancer." Yeah. All right, next one.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling is Ghost Rider with Sean Levy directing. Keith, you're rapid fire. Go.
What a surprise! I love that. I love that Ryan Gosling is doing Star Wars, and now he's going to be Ghost Rider. I love that. And Sean Levy, that's a big. Deadpool and Wolverine, and now this. I mean, he's doing some big stuff. So I can't wait for this. And Eva Mendes was in the previous Ghost Rider, and now he's
correct.
Blah, blah, blah. Yes,
that's funny.
Yeah, can't wait.
That's ironic that his wife was
starring
in the old one. You know, I got to see Starfighter first, man. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. This is the Sean Levy, Deadpool and Wolverine, right? And then there's a Star Wars movie, which I understand. But like for him, like he could do anything he wants, right? He could literally do anything. If he wants to go direct a Lord of the Rings movie, I'm sure he could. But he decides to direct a Ghost Rider movie.
Yeah.
Like him and they were on set of Starfighter. Like, hey, Ghost Rider, yeah, let's do it. They probably both are fans, and I had been in my mind for years, almost like 5 to 8 years. I've been like, Ryan Gosling, who's he going to play in the MCU? It's coming one day. Ghost Rider, I'll take it.
Even though the announcement was clouded by Mahershala Ali's Blade, if you've seen The Place Beyond the Pines, Ryan Gosling is very capable of playing a character like maybe Johnny Blaze. So watch The Place Beyond the Pines if you haven't seen it. I'm excited. Speaking of Blade,
go ahead. There you go.
Mahershala Ali confirms Blade movie is dead. Jacob,
I was literally gonna ask: has the Mahershala Ali Blade movie been canceled? Like, is it officially canceled?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is so sad. Like,
yeah.
It's so sad for multiple reasons. Like, because I wanted to see Blade again in this modern context of comic book movies in this era. And also he was such a great casting, especially at the time that it was announced. Like he's coming off 2 Oscar wins. Like he's arguably the hottest actor in Hollywood and he gets announced to play Blade. And then it just dwindles. So it's just sad, really sad.
Keith?
Yeah. Mahershala Ali is my guy. He's one of my favorites. And yeah, disappointing. I don't know. It doesn't. Feige made some comments. I don't know, a year, maybe some months back or a year back, whatever. It didn't sound like. It sounded like we still might see Blade, the character, and other stuff, but the Blade movie is just dead. Obviously, they've confirmed that, obviously, but I'm not ruling out. I don't. It sounds like it won't be Mahershala Ali, but I think we still might see Blade if they do like Midnight Suns or. I don't know, whatever. Maybe even Ghost Rider. I don't know. Maybe
I think Ghost Rider is a sign that we're gonna see Blade again too.
Yeah, that side of
Ali. Yeah,
right. So if we ever see that side of Marvel, the Marvel Knights, I guess what they call it, or like Moon Knight and Ghost Rider and whatever we used to Blade, Morbius, even I don't know, not Morbius, but if they ever do vampires and monsters and stuff, I mean, I'm sure we'll see Blade. Werewolf at Night. I mean, that's perfect. You can get Blade in there, like Werewolf by Night.
I don't know. I mean, you can fast track a Ghost Rider movie and find a place for him easily, but you can't do it for Blade. I don't know.
Did you guys watch
go ahead.
Marvel Zombies?
I saw that sequence you're talking about though with Blade. Yeah, badass.
It's actually really good. So it's Mahershala Ali in there, and it's actually really good. Actually, he's not voicing it. It's his. The Blade in there looks like Mahershala Ali, but I don't think it's it. Yeah. But it's Mahershala Ali Blade. So,
right.
That. And that was like the most we're ever going to get of him.
Maybe listen. Maybe it'll be Wesley Snipes. I mean, they might be able to get him in there. I mean, he looked good in Deadpool and Wolverine. So
Speaking of canceled projects, Wonder Man canceled after one season. Keith, you first.
I don't know if I believe this. I wonder if this is part of I wonder if this is part of the Wonder Man show that they're canceling. Show. I kind of had that thought earlier. Like, what if this is kind of like a meta thing they're doing where, because that doesn't make any.
Well, the
it's bizarre,
showrunner released a video about
Oh, really?
it being an internal decision between Disney and Marvel.
Okay.
Disappointing.
That's my quick thing. Yeah.
Did you
Very
watch
disappointing.
it, Keith?
I haven't watched I think I have like 2 episodes, last 2 that I haven't watched. I actually haven't finished it, but I've watched most of it. It's excellent. Just what I've watched so far.
I
Excellent.
loved it.
It's so good.
And it's the least MCU thing that they've ever released, arguably. And I still loved it. It's really
It's
just
so
about 2 actors going on a road trip, not really a road trip, but it just feels like that, And like, I never thought that Travis Slattery character like that he would have such, that I would like him so much, right? But that I'm surprised, but I'm also not surprised because I bet you the direct is it Daniel Destin? How do you say his name again?
Dustin something. Daniel, what's his name? The Spider-Man guy?
Daniel Dustin Cretton, the Shang-Chi and Spider-Man Brand New Day director. I bet you he's not coming back. He wouldn't be able to come back to do it because he's doing a Naruto movie. He's probably going to do Shang-Chi 2. And he's going to do Spider-Man, and he's going to do a Spider-Man trilogy. Like, when would he be able to go back and do Wonder Man? So, they probably are like, if he can't do it, we might as well. But we're definitely going to see Wonder Man again, I would think. So.
Yeah. You blew my mind that Cren's doing a Naruto live action. Oh, my God. Damn. Yeah. All right, moving on. Samara Weaving joins X-Men reboot as Emma Frost. Jacob?
Great casting. She's an awesome actress, and Emma Frost is a great character. And if I'm not mistaken, doesn't she start off as a good guy and then goes off,
joins the Hellfire Club, right?
Stuff.
I think.
Yeah. So
vice versa.
Oh, she's a Hellfire, and then she goes. Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think she's going to be on the X-Men. I think she'll be an antagonist or a side character or something like that. Yeah. But great casting.
Yeah, absolutely. Love her and love. Is it Ready or Not? I watched that last year.
I haven't seen the second one.
I watched the second one. Yeah, I haven't seen the second one yet.
But she's great.
The first one's great. I loved it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then she shows up. She's in Scream 5 or 6, one of those. She's at the beginning where she gets killed in the beginning by.
She's the opening scene kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Scream 6. That's as far as I got. Or 5.
Yeah.
No.
She gets killed by the actor that plays Flash in Spider-Man.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, no, she's great. And Hugo Weaving's niece, I think, something like that.
Maybe
daughter or niece. One of those.
Put 2 and 2 together.
One of those.
All right.
Good.
Next rapid fire. Lanterns releases on HBO Max August 16th. That's 2 weeks from now. Trailer just came out. Keith.
This looks awesome.
Or Keith, yeah.
Either or, I don't know. No, it looks great. I can't wait for this. This looks excellent. This looks really, really good. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. I like the new. Everybody was complaining, but there's no green. Just wait. They're gonna show all the stuff you want to see from Green Lanterns. I wonder if what's his name? Bad guy, the yellow bad guy. What's his name? Oh my god,
Sinestro.
Sinestro. Yeah, I'm curious. I didn't think they would show that, especially in the trailer, but I was surprised to see him. But you get a quick look at Guy Gardner. I don't know. It all looks very good to me. I can't wait to see this.
I haven't watched the new trailer, but
oh no,
I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so excited for this show though. You know what's crazy? Since we stopped podcasting, I don't really watch trailers anymore, which is like honestly a blessing. Like I go into a lot of stuff with limited knowledge, which is great. Sure. And I know that's the way Keith likes to do it. But I was already on board. I was already like a 9 out of 10 excitement level for Lanterns. Yeah. So like I'm sure if I watch this trailer, it'll just push it even higher.
You definitely
excited for Lanterns. Didn't think DC would need this big of a hit this soon in its universe, but they need this to work out.
Yeah.
Speaking of DC, the Batman Part 2 now delayed until February 2028. That makes it 6 years since the first one released. Jacob, your thoughts?
They're gonna feel it at the box office.
Wow.
I'm disappointed in the delay. I'm disappointed in the delay. Maybe not, but you know it. I love that first Batman movie, The Batman. It's one of my favorite superhero movies. It's grown on me, and I love it. But I just don't know. It's especially with like, I think the longer they wait, and while they're still also trying to get this DCU established, like it's not a good sign for me.
Keith.
Well, especially, and this would be a longer conversation we don't need to get into, but especially with what's happening with Paramount and Warner Brothers and that whole deal getting delayed itself. Which is a thing that nobody wants to happen anyway, but who knows what's going to happen with Warner Brothers DC in the meantime. It's the movie's supposed to be coming out like this year, right? It was supposed to be coming out in October of this year originally. So in that sense, yes, it's disappointing. If they need to tighten up some stuff, that's the way I'm trying to look at it. Like maybe this will be for the better. You know, the first one came out in March of 24 or 22 rather. I think it's still a Batman movie will. That's one thing I'll slightly disagree, Jacob. I think it'll still do well. I think. Because the Batman movies always do, for the most part.
Yeah, because that one was almost 3 hours and it still did very
well. Made $1 billion. Yeah, so I think they'll still have a good box office, hopefully. But yeah,
is Sebastian Stan and Scarlett Johansson still? Are they confirmed for it?
Sebastian Stan's playing Harvey Dent, right? Isn't that what
that's not confirmed yet, but that's heavily speculated.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson will be 42 years old when this movie releases. Will this trilogy finish? Is my question. I don't know. 42 years old.
Trilogy? Is that what they were planning? Because that's not happening. Unless they get somebody else to direct.
I think they just wrapped this up, right? Like it's just a 2 Batman movie, like a 2 Batman movie franchise, and then wrap it up.
It might be. Because, I mean, 6 years. If it took this long to get. I know. Matt Reeves had some stuff happen, obviously, and you know, hope everything's okay with him. But I don't know, man. I don't know if they can get this third one off. They're having a hard time getting this second one going. I don't know. And it's not tied in. I guess they're not tied. Well, I don't know. You guys watched The Penguin, right? Does everybody finish The Penguin?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're not bringing in, not bringing her in.
Sophia. Falcone. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more. Let's go a little bit off the rails here. LeBron James signs a 2-year deal with the 76ers. Jacob, you first.
Are we on Barley and Barnes? Are we back on Barley and Barnes? I did just go to the Lil Wayne concert again, so we can talk about that too. LeBron James, awesome. I think it's a great chance for him to win a championship. Like, if that's what his goal is, I think that was one of the best choices he could have made.
Keith?
Yeah, he's the playmaker that team definitely needed. Somebody to pass the ball around. I mean, he's still top, 3 or 4 in assists the last few years. I think he led the league in the last year or 2, or maybe a couple of years, whatever, a couple of times. So he's definitely going to be the guy spreading the ball around. They got the guys to score. They don't need him to do that. He's going to be the facilitator that he's always been. With Maxey, can play off the ball. Obviously, bringing in Jaylen Brown, which is stunning. That anyway, we can talk about that. Listen, I don't think they're going to have a huge drop off, but that was a stunning move. but traded him within the division. That's shocking. But yeah, he's going to be a great facilitator there. The East is still pretty tough, man. I don't know if they can beat the Knicks. I don't know. The East has gotten a lot better. We'll see. Also, I got JD tickets for LA too, so just for JD 30. So
It would have been more fun seeing LeBron James play with Steph Curry the final years, but it is what it is.
I thought he'd go back to Cleveland for sure.
Yeah, that would be poetic.
Oh well.
Last one. 50 Cent confirms new track with Eminem and Tupac for Street Fighter releasing in October, and this will not be an AI Tupac; it'll be unreleased recording. Keith, you first.
There's still probably, we know, if you famously, Tupac just recorded thousands and thousands of songs and verses when he got out of prison back in like 94 or 95, whatever that was. And a lot of it has come out. There's still a lot of it, I'm sure, still in there. So, yeah, this makes sense. I'm glad to hear it's not going to be that stupid AI thing like Drake tried to do a couple years ago, where it was him rapping with AI Tupac voice. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Did this movie come out? I don't even know if it came out yet.
Street Fighter, October.
Oh, okay. It looks silly. I'll probably still check it out. It looks kind of ridiculous, but it does.
Stop. That clip that they released of Jason Momoa as Blanca fighting Ryu, that looks badass. But Jacob, what do you think?
As far as the movie goes, I just hope it's better than Mortal Kombat 2. That's all I'm gonna say. But cool. I mean, apparently they only let Eminem work on new Tupac songs because that whole Life After Death, or not Life After Death, but what was that thing they did like in the early 2000s with, it was like the documentary, and they released a whole album and it was all Eminem produced and stuff that had G-Unit and 50 Cent on it and all that. Yeah. So this reminds me of that.
They did that Hail Mary remake of Hail Mary. They did.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. But no, it's cool. I mean, I'm gonna check it out for sure. That's awesome. Any unreleased Tupac stuff, and 50 Cent doesn't really get in the studio anymore, so that's cool.
Good reason, but
yeah. And that's gonna do it for Rapid Fire. That was not bad. We did pretty good. There's quite a bit of topics there. Felt good. We got our thoughts out. We don't always get an opportunity to talk about, everything and anything. And, there's not very many opportunities where we all get to come together. So that was fun as well. But that's going to do it for Spider-Man Brand New Day spoiler discussion. I cannot wait to watch this movie again and again and again.
Same. I'm already making plans to go back.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it. I don't have an intro. I don't have an outro. We are on the StreamYard free version, hence the duck up there next to Jacob. But this is fun, guys. And I hope to have you both back again soon. Jacob, I know you're busy, but, every month or so, get you back in, get you just off the microphone.
I would love to come back.
Really quick. Are you guys worried about Kyle Shanahan, and is he okay?
You fucker. You had to bring up the substation 49er injuries and all that kind of stuff, man.
Kyle, stop looking at your phone while driving, Shanahan. You know better than that. Come on, man.
It's not good. I'm happy we signed Deebo Samuel to the 49ers, and we'll see how long it all depends on Mike Evans' health. If Mike Evans can give us one healthy season and CMC isn't injured, I think we have a puncher's chance. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, just hope he's okay. Just, that's first and foremost, hope he's okay. But hey,
you got roughed up.
Yeah, but yeah, I saw that. I haven't really looked into it that much, but yeah, as long as his mind works, his voice works, I think he'll be all right.
They need to move that practice field, 49er practice field, away from the substation. Jesus Christ.
Maybe, man. I don't know. There might be something to that. I don't know.
Damn, Keith, you had to end it on that, man. We were having a good discussion. Brand New Day, No Way Home. You were taking shots and Commanders. Anyways, that's going to do it for us. We'll catch you guys sometime next week. We're not committed to a date, but you will see us next week. Until then, Take care, guys.